Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Jean here. So today we are going to learn about Walrus Operator in Python. So Walrus Operator, it was introduced in Python 3.8, and this operator it allows us to assign values to a variable as a part of an expression. So this will make your code more cleaner and more concise and often more efficient, let's say that, okay? Because especially in loops and the conditional statement. But see, in this tutorial, we are going to see this word operator, then we are going also to do some example, okay, to see some examples so that we can see when we can use this word operator, in which case, and when we don't need it also. We are going to see in this same video. So if you are new to this video, please subscribe to the channel, give a like to this video, and let's go. So what is Walrus Operator? See, the Walrus Operator is nicknamed the Walrus Operator. It was named because it looks like a walrus, so something like this, okay? Dot and equal. So this is the Walrus operator that we are talking about. So this operator, it allows us to assign and evaluate in a single expression something that wasn't possible before the standard Python syntax, okay? It means that before the Python 3.8, okay, those versions below, it wasn't possible to use this Walrus operator, but now above Python 3.8, we are able to make use of this Walrus operator. So how we can use it is, see, before the Walrus operator, we used to do things like this. Let me give you some example before. This is before. So before the Walrus operator, we used to do things like this. Okay, for example, if you want to print how many items is present in one list, so we used to do things like this. For example, let me say n, it can be equal, let's say, length of my list, my underscore list, something like this. Let me open here. Oh, sorry. Let me open and close here. So just let me create a list called my list. I'm coming here before, so I'll create a list called my list. Then I'm just going to do something like this. Then I'll just put some things here inside also this list. Let me see, for example, 2, 3, okay. And I can mix also, let's say Joao, which is my name, Joao. And come here, I can do also at least 9, okay, present. So let's say that I have this list and I want to see how many items are in this list. So before the Walrus operator, we used to do something like this. Then we can do something like if what? If n greater than 5, if n greater than 5, dot, then we do something like this, print, open and close. So let's use fstring for that. Then we can say the list as, and we can open, then let's give n items this way, and dot c. This is how we used to do things before the Walrus operator. So now if we save this and if we print this same code, we can see the result here, okay? The list has 8 items, okay? Just let me give a little save for this one, save and run again. The list has 6 items, but this is how we used to do things before the Walrus operator. But now, after Walrus operators, we can say something like this, okay? After. So after Walrus operator, we can do this same thing just like this. See, okay, just let me copy this line. Okay, I'll just give a little space, and I'll just put it here. So now after Walrus operator, we can do this same thing just by doing something like this. See, if open and close, now here in one single line, I can create this same statement that I just did here, okay? Which can be something like this, see, n dot, if n dot, let's use the Walrus operator, length of what? Length of my list, this way, okay, length of my list. Then I'm just come here, come out, then say greater than 5. As you can see, in one single statement, we wrote almost all of these things that we just did here, okay, instead of like separating the things. So greater than 5 dot, we can just do something like this. What we can do, we can say print, what I'm going to print, as always, fstring, do this, then I can say the list as what? As n items, So this is how we do the things now after the Walrus operator. But before, we used to do like this. First we need to create any variable, then we can store the length of the list, then we can come here and create the condition. But after that, with Walrus operator, we can do this same thing in one single line. For example, here we create the any variable, okay, then we will be assigning the length of this list into this variable. Then after that we can compare it with 5, and if it is true, yes, sorry, not true, and if the condition succeed, then it will just print. If not, then it will just keep ignoring. So this is the difference by using Walrus operator and by not using word operators. There are a lot of common cases that we can make use for Walrus operator. So one of these is reducing redundancy in loops. The second one can be reading files line by line, even also like counting elements in a list, and also avoiding repeated functions call in your code. Okay, so we can make use of Walrus operator for that. So let's see an example, like for example, for reducing redundancy in a loops. Okay, so this can be something like this. I'm just going to delete all of these things. Let me comment here, for example. Okay, reducing the redundancy, and we can say something like this, for example. Before the Walrus operator, we used to do something like this. Let me say before. So this is before the Walrus operator. So before the Walrus operator, we used to do things like line equal input. Then we can open and close, and let's say type something. Okay. Then we will do something like this. While give space line equal different equal, and let's say something like exit. For example, if you want to exit the thing, exit dot, and we could do something like this, print open, then let's say f string you typed. What did I type? You typed like this, and just give line. Good. Then we can say line will be equal input, and again we can say like type, also f string type something again. Yeah, boom. So this is how we used to do before the Walrus operator. So if I save this and let me run this, it say type something. Let me type something. Let's say hi. What it said? You typed hi. Again, type something. Let's say again hola. What he said you typed hola. Now if I give, like, for example, exit, it will boom exit the code, as you will see. So this is how we used to do the things before the Walrus operator. But now with Walrus operator, we can just do this like in one single line. It's which can be something like this. See, so I just keep this code, same code here. So I'm just going to give like a new example. Let's say now after, this is after the Walrus operator. So after Walrus operator, we can do something like this. While open and close, let's say line. Let's now call our Walrus operator line. Let's say input, open and close, do like this, and we can say type what? Type something. Perfect. Okay, let me give dot and give it a little space. Now we can just see different. Now let's create the condition. Okay, different of what? Different of exit. Okay, oh sorry, we can just come here, dot, and boom, enter. And after that we can just say this. Okay, print what? Print line. No, not line. Now let's say print, and let's use f string again. Print you typed dot, then we can just call the line itself line. So this is the difference by using by not using Walrus operator. This is by using Walrus operator. So as you can see, the lines of code is kind of decreased. Okay, it's very short, very small, and it's better than this one. Okay, but there are people who can think, no, I think this is more easy, okay, even to read the code than this one. So it's up on you if you want to use Walrus operator or not. So it's not like compulsory that you must use Walrus operator, but just make a consideration, okay, of using it. It's really very good things, very good skills to use it. Let me save. Now let's run the code. If I run the code, type something. Let me say Joao. Again, type something. Hi, hola, and let's say exit. Oh, exit this way. exit, boom, it closed the code. So this is the difference by using Walrus Operator. So see, there is a lot of cool things that you can do by using Walrus Operator and more stuff that you can do. So that's why I will keep a link in the description of this same video so that you can go there and you can see, okay? So there are something that you need to do, okay, while using Walrus Operator, okay? Things that you need to watch out for example, readability of the code, okay? Use wisely, because overusing Walrus Operator, it can make your code hard to read. Okay? Even if it is good, but it can really make your code hard to read. And also the compatibility, okay? So it works only in Python 3.8 and above, okay? So if there is a version, like if version below this, it will not work at all. And there is also limitation. It cannot be used with lambda operators, expressions. By using Walrus Operator in combination with lambda operation expression, you can make use of it. And when you should use Walrus Operator, see, you can use Walrus Operator if you want to avoid repeating functions call or expression. Even so, you can use it, okay, when you need to assign and evaluate a value at the same time. So it can save you the lines of codes. And you also, when you want to compact and expressive code without hurting your readability of the code, so you can make use of it. See, the Walrus Operators is very powerful addition to the Python that helps you to write a cleaner and more efficient code, but you must know when to use it properly. Okay, so don't just jump and make use of Walrus Operator as you wish, but you need to consider when is the proper time to make use of it. So we'll stay here. My name is João. If you like the video, please give a like to the video and see you in the next video. Okay, bye.